All right, let's go.
Hello, hi, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us once again. Very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Wendy, and on behalf of Circle 96 and Corporate Feng Shui Guru, a very warm welcome to Straight Talk, Feng Shui review on Live at MB. So let's have fun today. But before I go on and have the fun, okay, I must once again clarify that we are not paid by any developers and or property agents, nor do we represent any of them. This is our very own straight talk review with no reservation. So why are we doing this show? I'm sure many of you will know by now that buying any properties in Singapore is a very expensive item. So more than thoughts and energy goes into such planning. And it's best to maximize all potential of the property and to minimize any negative impact. Before I bring up the team of masters, once again, I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsors, Reno Talk and Sky Creation, for the years of friendship and immense support. Firstly, Reno Talk, the number one renovation platform in Southeast Asia, a platform for people to come together to talk and renovation matter, sourcing reliable renovation materials, interior designers, and contractors. Recommended by property owners for all property owners. Our other sponsors, Sky Creation, is an award-winning renovation firm who has received many awards in the industry over the years. It is a professionally accredited renovation firm that has attained many industry certificates for quality and industry best. Now, let's welcome once again my masters, Master KK Xiao, who is our senior modern feng shui consultant who at one time doesn't actually believe in feng shui, sharing all the same sentiments as all the non-believers. Well, at least not until he was enlightened by his wife, Master Sharon Fong. A third generation award-winning practitioner was then Master KK, educated, convinced, trained, and became a practitioner he is today. So to ease all this pain in understanding the complicated and sometimes confusing subject, both Master Sharon and Master KK formed a professional modern feng shui team to help people address the challenging issues. Together, they have actually over 80 years of experience and audited more than 1,000 properties internationally, creating happiness, health, and wealth for many using modern feng shui. Let's welcome Sifu, Master KK.
Good afternoon. Greetings from Johor Bahru. Yes, I'm
Sifu.
traveling again. Yes, I'm on holiday again. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you all. Today, we have so many things to share regarding this property. And of course, we'll share many hidden tips for everyone to understand because as what Wendy said, buying a property is so expensive these days and it's not getting any cheaper. Okay, so we want to make sure what you buy, you know what you're buying. All right, see you guys later. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you. My pleasure. So joining us today off-site as well is Master Eric. So Master Eric Leong, who beside Feng Shui specializes in divination. So like I said, because Master Eric is off-site, so just bear with him on the sound-wise. Okay, but I'm sure we'll enjoy some extra sound because our walking crystal ball is a man of very few words. To make up for the silence. But don't forget, if and when Master Eric Leong does decide to speak, his very sharp and often, I beg your pardon, his very sharp and accurate insights and observation will leave many people speechless. Let's welcome Master Eric Leong in a very noisy environment.
Live from Muzi. Good to see all of you out there. And I hope my background noise don't bother you too much. I'll keep it muted if other people are speaking. All right. Speak to you soon.
All right. See you. Enjoy as well. Okay, joining Master Leong today is also Master Shalin, who started her numerology and Feng Shui journey from a very young age of 14. She finds joy in improving the harmony of each house she sees and helping families to reach their full potential. Master Shalin is also professionally trained as an actuary, definitely not what you would have expected of a Feng Shui masters. She embodies what we define as modern Feng Shui. Let's welcome Master Shalin.
Hello, afternoon, everyone. A very good afternoon. So, as Master KK was saying, there's been an increased interest in terms of houses and everything else. With the property market being so hot now, we really want you to understand what is it exactly that you're buying, and hopefully, with this little tips that we are telling you, you are able to be aware of what is it that you're actually getting yourself into.
Sure. Thank you, Master Shalin. Yeah, properties are very hot and pricey now. I think prices keep escalating. I'm not sure whether Master Kuo is available to say hello to us.
Speaking on behalf of Master Kuo, he's right now attending to a client, explaining what the map reading is all about and looking into his house layout for future renovation and the tips on feng shui also.
Thank you. Master Eric, would you like to tell everybody your address and what can they do if they go and visit you all today and tomorrow? Maybe Master Eric can give the address, or Wendy, can you type the address into the chat later for everybody to know? And Master Eric can share with us what are you doing in Muzi at the present moment with Master Core at the background.
Well, basically, this is a live event over here that there are many people coming in to look into some so-called renovation tips and looking for a ID or interior designer to help them do up their house as per what they want. And this is one of the one-stop shop where you can get everything done, okay, from bottom up. And we are here today to give our extra service to any of the customers here that want to look into their so-called house layout and external feng shui. So this is a free tip live here from Muzi.
There you go. Everybody out there, thank you for tuning in if you're from Facebook or YouTube and you're watching from Reno Talk or you're watching from Sky Creations Facebook. We are all in Muzi, which belongs to Sky Creation. And we are here to give you the extra service like what Master Eric has just promised. And if you want to see Master Eric, Master Kuo, or Master Charlene live tomorrow, you can see them live. And if you are nice enough, you can also WhatsApp Master Charlene to bring cakes for you. I think you all must buy cake for Master
I
Charlene.
only catch the cake part.
We've been harassing her for that cake for the longest time. Okay, so it's a good time. Bring your floor plan down. Can speak to the masters directly. Yeah, I think we're so happy that the COVID is over and we can actually do a face-to-face. All right, good. So without further ado, let's bring to the topic for a bit of introduction. What's Circle 96 all about? Circle 96 is actually modern feng shui that promises not to turn your house into a zoo or a Chinese temple. This is what we stand by very closely. Meaning to say, if you walk into the house, nobody knows that you're done feng shui. Okay, we basically use your furnitures, your features, and your appliances to decorate and enhance your house feng shui. This is basically what we do. Okay, and we have 7 books here. We have many books that's written, and then today, if you finish the live show with us, Wendy will give you the link to all this book. The very first book is written by myself and Master Sharon. It's for friends who have already got a house and want to understand feng shui better, to give them a peace of mind. The second one is very important, especially for people that are listening who want to buy, live F and B. Extremely important because we will share with you 7 tips that feng shui masters will not share, even if they know. Even the property agents will not share, even they know, because sometimes feng shui masters are paid by property agents, and even property agents don't know what they are talking about when they tell you to buy the house. They only want to know you to buy, but they don't care what happens after you buy. And you're in business and you want to know why your business is not doing well, maybe you make some mistakes. So the third book is 7 Deadly Feng Shui Mistakes that a lot of business people did. Now, for health issues, we want to bring you the next book that we co-written with all the masters, and this is all about mother's health. This book will let you enlighten you how you can improve your mother's health. And as you all know, we have a lot of brainy people in our group, and then especially Master Charlene, and Master Seema's children are all the A students. I want to share with you how we can make our children study better, even when these children are doing so well in Raffles Institute and all. And you're thinking of renovating your place, get a book, 27 Interior Design Myth. This one will help you to create a better, nice, modern looking house. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Live F&B. I'm going to share with you a few things. But first and foremost, before I share these few things, I want to reiterate that we are not paid by the property agents or developers, so that what we say is truly from our own feng shui, and we want to help owners to make a better decision. Okay. Last live show, I did mention that we are not particularly happy with this place if your children's going for speech and drama or trying to learn vocal or singing or some even wind instrument. I think it's a waste of time because the west sector is not very favorable to this sector, to this house. Okay, west representing the year 2017 and future the year 2029. West sector also represents macro element and also represents throat, dental, speech, and etc. So it is best that you do not waste money sending your children for singing lessons, because there's such a big school on the west side, and this big school means it's fiery. Fiery means it's a lot of chances for the dental issues or even sore throat. Okay, so try not to, and of course also it means people in this house a bit direct in their talk, in their speech, very directly. Okay, come masters, please share with us your thoughts. Maybe we start with Master Charlene.
Yes. So maybe I'll start with the south sector of the house. As you all know, the south sector of the house represents your ability to sort of emotionally connect to the people around you, your ability to sort of be visible, especially you're in advertising industries. The south sector is very important for you. So a few key things about the south sector, right? Maybe I'll go on to the slightly better points. What I see is that in the south sector itself, you'd see a few tennis courts. Tennis courts being the wood element, it is supportive to the south sector. That is slightly favorable. If you look slightly further, there's also the bike shop over there, also in a wood element, favorable for the south sector. Um, what is slightly worrying to me in both the south and the southwest sector is the main road seems to be slightly curved. Based on the map itself, it's inconclusive whether or not it is indeed a curved road.
Hi, Master
We probably
Shalin,
have to
can you
go down
repeat
to
that? We
have
are
a look.
losing you.
Hello? Yeah, okay.
Can you repeat your last sentence? I think we lost you for a while.
Okay, yes. So, what is slightly worrying is at Meyer Road. The road there is slightly curved. Um, Based on the map, it's inconclusive. We may need to go down to validate that, but from my initial analysis, it seems like that is that is a road which is it's a bow and arrow, indicating that perhaps in a certain year, especially for relationships, there may be some betrayal of sorts. Especially for newlywed couples, couples who are looking to have a partner, couples who believe the importance of relationships. This might not be a very ideal place, because that indicates that in terms of relationships, it may not be very favorable in that terms. So this is for the south sector. Master KK, you have something to add on?
No, I'm listening from what you just said, and totally agree what you just said. And please carry on. And of course, you
Yeah.
speak in perfect Queen's English. It's just pleasure to the ears.
Yeah. So for the southwest sector, right? Maybe talking about the good points first. What is it that I like of the southwest sector? There's a Katong Park MRT there. MRT indicates, that human energy pool of energy. 人居其巅. Yeah. So that also means that it's potentially a year where you have people helping you. It sounds very good on the surface like that, but if you actually dig a little deeper into what are some of the other elements there, you will also notice that um, you also notice that there's a very big Katong Park over there. In Katong Park, there is a playground and there's a lot of other wood elements with your exercise corners. You know, being the wood element is not very favorable for the southwest sector. If you've heard a lot of our previous videos, you know that this actually translates to, you know, stomach related issues or potentially even issues with your subordinates, you know, or your customers. Maybe they're not very stable. And adding on to that point, right, I think if you look at Tanjong Rhu flyover there, there's a lot of crossing of roads, you know, that you look at the Fort Road below, there's a lot of roads that are going many different directions. That potentially means that there's a lot of confusion in um, amongst your subordinates, amongst your customers. They're not getting a very clear message. Um, you know, overall, there's a very strong element of wood in the southwest sector, and I'll say that generally it is slightly weaker. Positive elements such as that crossroad over there, positive elements such as the MRT, but definitely overall, the cons would outweigh the benefits. Um, Something else which does seem to worry me a little bit is if you see the waterside condo over there, there seems to be that for it's like this kind of cross shaped buildings. Um, the cross shaped buildings are very interestingly shaped. Um, from our analysis, I think what we feel like um that potentially means is that, you know, there's a high chance of like a sort of growth in your stomach. So especially if you're someone who have, you know, pre-existing stomach issues, or if you really have a place, do remember to go for regular checkups, especially relating to your stomach.
Thank you so much, Master Shelling. That was such a deep insight into the environment. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention if you're trying to conceive. Southwest is all representing your wombs and uterus, and unfortunately, it's kind of stressful because of a lot of wood element. And I also personally don't like the structure that what I view from the street directory that they show the water site. Okay, it's not so good. And our map is powered by good people from street directory. Always use street directory for house searching. They're the best. They give you very precise, colorful, and accurate readings. Apart from that, I think also there's some interesting facts I want to share, but I shall hold it to for the people in our fan club. Unless I see enough people who want to type in tips, TIPS, I will share the tips. If not, I shall only share this in our fan club. All right. So, Master Eric, can we have your wisdom on the lift of this condo, please? Thank you, Master Eric.
All right, bear with me for the background noise. I'm here live at the Muzi, the best renovation company here, one-stop shop where you can get everything done. Okay, I think I'm going to talk about the north sector, right up to the top center. You see the northward in red over there, and I can see, I would say, in a way that the first half of the year in the north sector, you will be outputting a lot. You will be putting a lot of effort in it. But the second half comes in, you will reap the rewards. That means to say, if you look at it, there is a green part that represents the what is that? The park over there, and then followed by a preschool. Yeah, a global preschool. So basically, North represents your investment, your cash flow, your money, also. So the first part is where the green park is. Okay, I'll split it into half. Let's say make it easier. Split in half. The first half of the year and the second half of the year. First half of the year where the green park is that it's at. This is a wood element. Wood element sitting on the north. The north represents the water element. So that means a lot of output, a lot of giving, a lot of effort being put in. But then when it comes to the second half, there's a school over there, the preschool, global preschool, which is the fire element. The water will control the fire element, which will be equals to your monetary rewards. So this is a very good sign. It also depends on which unit you choose of the layout. If the layout where you have a north protruding in the house, wow, congratulations. Your returns will be very, very nice. All right, that's for me. Yeah.
Thank you, Master Eric. Would you be able to speak on behalf of Master Kuo, or is Master Kuo available already?
Master Core is currently in the midst of analyzing the external. So maybe we should wait a little while and let whoever master that is available to take on another sector to talk about.
Thank you so much, Master Eric. Like we just mentioned, for our friends who just joined in, you was wondering where is the Master Eric and Master Core, what are they doing? They are actually in this address provided below at 51 Ubi Avenue 1, Paya Lebar Industrial Park, 02-09, Singapore 408933. They are giving free floor plan analysis for everyone who walks into that shop. This is a shop owned by Sky Creation. It's called Muzi. Bring your floor plan along, and our masters there will be able to analyze it free for you, telling you a bit more about your health sector, tell you about your children's character, and your luck and career. So the address is right below. I hope to see you all there. All right, let's come back to the Feng Shui again about this property. Apart from this sector that Master Charlene has shared about South and Southwest, and Master Eric has shared the North, I want to have a with everybody good afternoon, especially to Jacqueline. Jacqueline, thank you. And Kong Hee Lee or Lee Kong Hee. All right, thank you. Good afternoon to you. And thank you for the typing and participation of the tips, okay? And Louis as well. So if you notice the southwest sector and the north and the west sector, partially of it is covered by the Singapore Swimming Club. Partially is also by the waterside condominium. Now, west represents communication. West, if you have water element in the west sector, all right, you will probably have two issues. One issue is that your subordinates or your employee, even your house helper, are not competent or they are insubordination. Okay, so this is something that it's kind of worrying, because if you are a senior position, your people is incompetent, then that's not very good. Okay, so this is extra tip I have for you. There are many more, and we only want to share this more extra tip in the fan club. We'll tell you more about fan club later. I think we want to bring out to the next slides for you will be to promote a book for everyone. This is a workbook for home hunters, house hunters. This book is the first in the world. It's created by Circle 96 by Ask, okay, to help you select your house. You must understand your position when you purchase your place, because whatever surrounding you affects your health, your children's family, your children's health, career, and your luck. So this book is very comprehensive, and it helps you to make a better decision. Okay, and this only costing you $47 only. All you need to do is just look for Wendy and call Wendy at this number, and Wendy will definitely be able to share this book with you and more information with you. Okay, so this book, if anyone who out there who wants to do a house selection, please look for us as well. Our house selection is we give us three property, and then we'll analyze for you, and it costs only a very minimum money of 1,588, and also give you a free book. Now a lot of people will say, wow, 1,588. Ladies and gentlemen, you're paying millions of dollars for a property. Do not, like I said, do not be penny wise and pound foolish. Okay, I think Wendy has something to share over here regarding the fan club. Right, so join the fan club, and then the rest of the details we contact from Wendy. 8448-7416. We always have this thing about 8448-7416. To drink coffee, look for masters, come and look for us. For work, please look for Wendy at 8448-7416. Okay. Welcome, Jacqueline. Good afternoon. Welcome so much. All right. I think Wendy is so nice at the background, giving us all the breakdown or what has all the masters have spoken, a summary of what master has spoken. So do look into the comments, and you'll find that they are very useful and helpful for you. Okay, good. So let's talk about the property again. Okay, let's bring out the map. All right, so I think Master Core was supposed to schedule to talk about the northwest and the northeast sector and the east sector. No problem. Let me just cover as much as possible. Let's talk about the east sector. East sector has an MRT station, which is very good. And at east sector, you can see that they have a lot of landed properties over there. Also very good. In the east sector, there is a T junction towards the end of the portion between the southeast and the east sector. Hence, you can expect towards the end of 2023, there will be a decision to make. All right, a certain decision that is whether to stay in a company or to leave the company, right, or to send your children to A school or send your children to B school. Something that's quite difficult to make. Both seems good, and both are difficult decision to make. What I suggest is that you can come and look for Wendy again, 8448-7416. Speak to our Wendy and make an appointment to speak to one of our masters to do a divination. A divination is to help anyone with questions to actually answer their worries. All right. In Chinese, it can also be called 预测. So this divination service is very good, and it's very underutilized by many people. Only the very rich and famous and very successful businessmen users ask. But this is also something that we can share with the public. So if you have some questions, you're not so sure how to answer them, not so sure what your consequences are, please call Wendy 8448-7416. Wendy will definitely be able to help you to put you in the good hands of one of the masters. Okay, so East represents growth, also represents first son, the first boy in the family. East also represents the year 2023, represents wood element. As you can see, there are a lot of landed properties and nice condo in the east side. So this boy that is born is basically very well groomed, very well. I would say his party is very good. Okay, so he's very well taken care of. All right, very affluent family. So not to worry. And because our MRT is in the east sector, I can predict that in the year 23, which is the next year, you'll have a very fruitful year. The sad thing is that this property is not ready in 2023, but when it's ready, you'll be ready very good in the year 2035. Okay, if you still continue to stay in this house. Okay, East also represents the lakes. So okay, I don't see much problem we have in the east, so it's still pretty much okay. Okay,
Master KK, in the east, I spotted the preschool. One, two, three, four. About four small preschools. So maybe there's some little effects here and there.
yeah. So preschool represents fire, little fire. Primary school represents slightly bigger fire. Secondary school represents bigger. Polytechnic and JC and university represents super big fire. So preschool little fire, it could also means that the little boy is the first boy in the family is a bit rash, a bit impatient. It can also means a little problems on their family's legs, all the family members. Little issue, their legs, ingrown toenail, prone to mosquito bites, or prone to small twists and ankle and things like that. So watch out. Okay, four schools, it means probably also four small issues to have to address in the year 2023. Okay, Master Shirley, you have anything to add on to what I just said? Good.
Nope, definitely all very valid points, and I agree with all that you've mentioned.
要这样子咩？不用嘛，对不对？
你讲的好了啦，我都没有东西好加了嘞。
不要，给你讲一下 Northwest 啊，你要讲 Northwest 吗
Northwest, yeah, sure.
？OK，
Yeah. So, in the Northwest sector, I think what we are seeing here also is that there's a preschool over there. I think Master KK was mentioning that the preschool represents small fire. If you recall our previous videos, we'll say that the Northwest sector is a metal element representing the father of the family, also representing like your head. Generally, that could also mean that people who live in this family tend to have a bit more headaches. Maybe they tend to want to always be right. Also, very strong egos. Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah.
A bit tyranny
So
also.
for wives, if you are looking to get this place, uh, consider carefully.
I can see you're holding back your tongue, Master Shirley. 有话直说嘛。
No,
No
hold it
lah, I
for the
really
fan
say very
club to
strong
get into
ego.
more details.
Okay. We
Yeah.
tell more details in
Stay
the fan
tuned.
club.
Yes, correct.
Well, let me add on a little bit on the Northwest also, like Master Sherlin just said about the hate and because of the schools. Well, if you recall back the year 2018, 2019, and there were a lot of times where you need to decide on which route to take or directions to move to, and you have a lot of opportunities that come in front of you. Uh, think about it. This is one of those years that will come back again because everything moves in cycles. Yeah. So if you add 12 years, okay, then it will be the 30 and 31 period, 2030 and 2031. So this will be the period to watch out again.
Yes, I think also adding on to Master Eric's point, right? Um, that is also probably a year where you probably made a decision, you went ahead with that decision, and then you make a U-turn and you go back to square one again. Yeah, have a check on what actually happened that year. You probably will notice that something similar actually had happened. If you want to know why we are saying that, stay tuned to Fan Club. We'll explain it in a bit more detail.
That's right. We'll share or the Northeast in a fan club as well, and probably by then Master Core is able to join us. If not, then we'll also will be doing the fan club thing for him. Okay. So I think everybody is so eager to know the property, whether this property is really good or not good, And shall we share more with the people regarding the shape of the site? Honestly, I've not seen such a nice shape for a long time. I mean, we have done many. Yeah, correct. Mother Charlene, we have done so many already, right? So every
Yeah.
time we see that the sites are so horrible, and this is finally one squarish or rectangleish job site of a site map that I really like. So kudos to the developer who was able to secure this plot of land that's so squarish. I really liked it. Squarish land represents stability. Okay, represents stability. So it's really good, and I really liked it. Anything to add on regarding the site, Master Eric and Master Charlene?
Yeah, I think on top of stability, it also indicates the ability to be well-rounded in some sense. That you're not overly inclined to you're not really like it's not a situation where you're very good at certain things but super super bad at other things. I think that generally is this. Then again, of course, we do also have to layer the external environment and everything else for that holistic understanding. But generally, we do like squarish sites because it does indicate stability, well-roundedness.
I think overall the location is wonderful because it's so near to the airport. You turn out, you go up to the highway, you reach the airport and can go out, travel straight away. Yeah, I like that.
Master Eric, that means it's only good for people who travel often, pilots, air stewardess.
No, look at the
Yeah.
oil prices that's going up. You take a taxi now from wherever you are, it's very expensive to go to the airport. From here, I think you save quite a fair bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally agree, Master Eric. So, just to shout out to friends out there who wants to buy a property, it's good that what Master Eric and Master Charlene shared, try to get as squarish as possible. Unfortunately, there is no squarish house anymore. So, by looking at a floor plan, an untrained eyes is looking at it by looking at it as everything is square. But a trained person like us will tell you many things. For example, when you get a floor plan, we'll square out for you by looking at it. We know that it's cavities. So those pink colors are cavities, and those green colors are protruding, which is very good. And of certain sectors, for example, the southwest sector, as you can see here, is has a missing corner or cavities. It's really not good for the mother or the female of the house. Problems in uterus and etc. Digestive system. So if you have a floor plan, do visit Master Eric and Master Kuo and Master Charlene these 2 days rather. They'll be stationed in this what do you call that? Muzi, which is near the where's this place name? Okay, existing. Right, they'll be in the BioB, correct? So they'll be there to help you to analyze better. When you buy a house, you know it's so expensive. You really want to get a house that is able to help you and not one that's going to cause you problems. Okay, so Master Eric and Master Charlene, are we ready to give all the ratings to our viewers to see?
Yes, let's go. I think
Okay,
everyone is
so
waiting to see what is our verdict on this place.
yeah, so we're not holding back our tongue. We are going to tell you the truth, and this is the rating that we have. Okay, Master Simas is not with us today because he's taking an examination. So Master Simas give a very good rating of 3. So is Master Eric Leong. Master Eric, can you tell us why you want to give it such a high score of 3?
Well, firstly, the location is good. Secondly, the layout is very nice, and overall, at that area, you got very good access to the so-called nature. You go down to East Coast Park, and if you do ride bicycle, you can conduct it very well because of PCN's link all the way downtown, and it's very close to the highway. So either way, go up to the airport or going downtown, it's just a breeze. So I like this place.
So maybe I'll just go next to say
Sorry.
why is it that I
Yeah.
also gave a similar 3-star review for this place. Um, I think generally, if I look at the external environment, especially for the 2 sectors I mentioned, I said that there are some positive points, there are also negative points. Um, that being said, if we look at the site plan itself, it seems to be slightly more squarish in nature. I don't if you to give me a flat overall rating, I personally wouldn't um I personally wouldn't be looking much at this property unless I really like the location for some other reasons. But I feel like potentially with a place like this, I may be able to choose a unit which is slightly more favorable. That is why it's a 3-star. Overall, not so good, but there are certain parts of it which are still slightly positive.
Good, good. Thank you so much.
Don't worry. I would say that if the external doesn't give you the much help, we would be able to help you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
that's right.
All right, so I'll give my verdict. I think Master Hong will give 2.5 stars. Okay, he's not around to tell us because he's busy analyzing for a customer in Muzi. All right, so myself and Master Sharon has talked about this, and we generally like the 2 things about this condo. First and foremost, the site map is squarish. That's very good. Secondly, there's 2 very prominent MRT around, so that's the reason why it's straight away above half 2.5 stars. All right. So what it's holding us back from giving it a 3-star or more is because of the southwest sector, which we think is kind of rather weak. All right. There are highways and there are water sites. The rating is not so good. Anything that is worrying for us in the southwest and northeast for family harmony and health to the mother will generally tone it down a little bit. That's the reason why it's 2.5 stars from me and Master Sharon. All right. So total we give it 2.25 star. Okay, good. 2.75 stars rather. Okay, good. So this is our verdict. So for friends out there who wants to know more, do join our fan club. We will share more details, especially the northeast sector and what we see in the southwest that's very worrying. For friends who is interested to visit our masters, please go and see them in Ubi. They'll be there this weekend. All right. Yes, there's a question I think from Lee Kong Hee. Southwest mother is missing. Okay. What we're trying to tell you is that this. Let me just bring this up so it's easier for you to understand. As you can see, Southwest in this floor plan is pink. There's some pink color. That means it has missing corners. Southwest represents mother, represents uterus, wombs, the year 2015, 2016, digestive system, future will be 2027, 2028, etc. So it's also earth element. So when we see there's a southwest missing in this floor plan, it would symbolize a few things. Mother is always not around, or mother is missing. It could be divorce, it could be a death. Okay, so or sometimes mother needs to work long hours, so rarely at home, or mother works overseas, and it is a father or the male in the family that takes over. It could also symbolize that the family members has very weak stomach because of the missing corners over there. Okay, so I hope I answer your questions. And for friends who wants to download the ebook, thank you so much for staying with us. This will be the link to the ebook. Thank you, Wendy, for putting it up. And then for friends who wants to really go and read your floor plans, regardless whether you're staying in the house already or not, please bring your floor plans and go and see Master Eric, Master Charlene, or Master Guo in this address, which I'm going to flash out now. Okay. They are again at 51 Ubi Avenue 1, Paya Ubi Industrial Park 02-09/10, Singapore 408933. All right. Please bring along a floor plan. If you have only one floor plan at home, please bring a few copies. Don't just use that one because they're going to draw onto that floor plan. Master Eric,
Yeah,
please.
if you want to come down, do come quick. Right now, currently the occupancy here person counted is about, we have about 150 people walking around. You only see this area, but the whole area is like a maze. Say from the kitchen, from the flooring, from the ceiling, from furniture, everything is here under one roof. So basically, you're walking into a live space to see everything for your house renovation. Okay, come to Muzi, check us out. I'll see you here.
Thank you so much. All right, a shout out to friends who's looking for a house, a property. Do get our house checklist workbook. It's costing $47. For friends who are serious buyer and want us to look through before you make a decision to make the $1 million purchase, come and look for us. Scan the QR code or call Wendy at 8448-7416 to make an appointment with us, and then we can select the best 3 houses for you to pick. All right, for Feng Shui audits, for any friends who are already staying in and want us to help them to do a Feng Shui audit, again, you can call Wendy at 8448-7416 or click on the link or scan a QR code, fill out the form, and our office will be in contact with you very soon. All right, very soon. All right, we also have a coming Smashing Feng Shui episode 12 on the 11th of June. And this time is really talking about your name. I'm sure a lot of people will know that names are so important, especially to Chinese. Okay, so is your name a blast or a curse? Come and find out more on this coming 11th of June. Okay, with that, I want to thank Wendy, Master Charlene, Master Guo, Master Eric for making this happening, and of course, most important, our 2 sponsors, Sky Creation and Renault Talk. Least but not, this will not be happening without the viewers. So I really want to thank the audience for taking out time to be with us this afternoon to make this afternoon possible. Master Eric and Master Charlene, anything else to share? Wendy as well, anything else to share?
No, just call Wendy. Except for coffee, anything, just call Wendy.
Master Charlene, if anything to share?
Nope. Yeah, I
Good.
hope you've enjoyed what we've shared today, and stay tuned to our fan club to hear a little bit more about that northwest sector I was mentioning, northeast sector that Master KK was mentioning, and also that very interesting thing in the southwest sector that we're going to share about in the fan club.
Master Eric, if anything to share?
Nope, I don't have anything to share. But if you come to a fan club, definitely I'll share with you more.
If they can't visit you in Muzi, do they need to bring any cakes and coffee and karapo and popiah along? Okay, he said yes.
Everything also we accept lah.
Especially
Maybe you
when,
can,
you're
maybe
not-
you can like make us talk a little bit more if you bring something.
Oh, sweeten your mouth a little, right?
Yeah,
but-
correct. You know, if our
Yeah.
tummy is satisfied, then we kind of lose track of time also.
Oh, so you can be bribed. So we all know Master Charlene and Master Koi and Master Eric can be bribed with food and coffee. Okay, good.
Oh, very
Thank
easy
you
to
so
bribe
much.
me one.
Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you everyone again. Have a good afternoon. Be nice to your neighbor. Support local business. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Take care. See you.